Hey everybody, this is Brian with Bpats Cards 34. Today I've got a mail day video. I've got quite a bit of mail. Some of this has been sitting around for a while, some of it's kind of new. So I'll go ahead and jump right into that. Just want to let you know, if you didn't check out my mail day video from earlier in the month, I did a pretty cool one with a couple Merlin Olsen cards that I got through eBay. And I opened them at his statue at Merlin Olsen Field for Utah State University, where Jordan Love recently finished up his college career. So go ahead and check that video out if you care to do so. So anyway, I'm going to go ahead and jump right into some of these purchases. Okay, so here we've got Jay Hilgenberg of the Chicago Bears. Now, this is not the card that I purchased, but it looks like they threw it in with this. The card that I purchased is this one right here. That's pretty cool. I've never seen... Oh, let's see. Here we go. There we go. Oh, interesting. I haven't seen one of those action-packed sleeves there. So this is a Jay Hilgenberg, number 77 out of 500. And this is a 24-karat gold action pack card. I recently purchased one of these of James Brooks. I thought I'd get one of him as well. So you can see here just kind of the comparison of the regular card from the set versus the gold card. It's a pretty cool subset. It's really fun to pull if you ever have a chance to buy one of these older action-packed boxes. They're pretty affordable. So this guy was a great center for the Chicago Bears. He's from a football family. His dad, Jerry, was an All-American. His brother, Joel, played for the Saints for a long time. And what's kind of cool is Jay actually played for the Saints in '93, his final year, so he got to play with his brother. He's also the nephew of Vikings linebacker Wally Hilgenberg. And Jay was great. He's been a finalist for the Pro Football Hall of Fame. Hasn't made it in, but along with the Super Bowl 20 championship, he has 7 Pro Bowls, 5-time All-Pro. He also played a year with the Browns as well as his year with the Saints. So very happy to have this card here. All right. Next up, we have got... Oh, okay. So this is I had one of these with the Jerry Rice last month. But what I had done is I had purchased the Fleer All-Pro. How crazy. You know, I've been collecting cards forever, and for some reason can't open one of these. Okay. I purchased the Fleer All-Pro team set, and it was a fairly good deal for it. I had about half the set and wanted to complete it, so I purchased the whole thing. And part of the reason I did that was to get cards like Joe Montana and Jerry Rice. The one that came in my team set was this one, and it's actually, the picture is blurry. So I had to wanted to order a new one that was more clear. Definitely glad to replace the two. It's kind of a bummer when you purchase it, you know, something like that, especially when it's like 90s era junk wax, where there are a lot of these cards out there, and you buy an insert set and you have the two best players, or two of the best players, cards that come out with the blurry printing. But glad to have this one to replace it with. All right, next up. Oh, cool. Okay. So for those of you who follow my channel, major Utah Jazz fan. I'm from the state of Utah. So it's Utah Jazz for basketball and Chicago Bears for football. So Jordan Clarkson, he's a new addition from last year with the Jazz. He's been playing fantastic. He's definitely a front runner as of right now for 6th man of the year. He's just playing lights out. So happy to add that to my collection. That's my first Clarkson card of him with the Jazz. All right, for my next one, this one is a PSA 1970 Kellogg's Larry Wilson Mint 9. I've always liked these Kellogg's cards, and I don't have one of these. So I was kind of thrilled to see one of these on what I thought was a good deal. Larry Wilson played for the University of Utah. He's a Hall of Fame free safety with the St. Louis Cardinals. He was known for being a real tough guy, hard hitter. Safety blitz was, you know, kind of, he really established the safety blitz in the NFL. 8-time Pro Bowler with his 13-year career, all with the Cardinals. He passed away last year in September at age 82. And in 2019, he was voted in the 100th anniversary NFL all-time team. So he's a great player. I'll probably include a link to him in this video if you guys want to check out some of his career highlights. And next up, okay, these are a few Jazz cards that I picked up. This is the 1980 season. These are obviously most notable for the Magic Johnson, Larry Bird rookie. What I have here, so you notice they have typically 3 cards, including one that has a leader. So Utah Jazz, Alan Bristow, who was a forward for the Jazz. And here's his assist leader card for Alan Bristow, along with the Spurs' Mark Olberding, and a slam dunk card of James Bailey. James Bailey. So right here we've got Utah Jazz forward Tom Boswell, along with a couple other players. And my final card is this one right here. This is this one I picked up for the Adrian Dantley. Big fan of Adrian Dantley. I believe that's his first card with the Utah Jazz. I'm pretty sure. He was the leading scorer for the Jazz for many years. Great player. Okay, next up, this is, let's see. Oh, okay. This is the Walter Payton red scorecard from, I believe it was 2015. So I was thinking I just needed this one to have the rainbow, quote unquote. Here's his base. Here's the green. This is I believe the hardest to find, which is the black. And so I got the red. I thought that would be kind of nice to fill it out. And then I realized I didn't have the gold. I thought I had the gold. So I'll definitely have to order that one. These are relatively cheap. And obviously Bear Cards 34 is a shout out to number 34, Walter Payton, my all-time favorite player. So definitely happy to get that one. Oh, okay. This right here is the Altie Taylor rookie card from 1971 Topps. This is a near mint 8. Definitely happy to get this one because my alma mater is Utah State. Altie Taylor played his college ball at USU. He was a second-round pick of the Lions in 1969, and he played 7 years with the Lions and then 1 year at the end of his career with the Houston Oilers. But he ran for over 4,300 yards, had over 1,500 yards receiving, 30 touchdowns. And when in 1975, he became the Lions' all-time leading rusher. Obviously, he's nowhere near that now, thanks to a guy named Barry Sanders. But pretty notable for him, you know, coming out of Utah State and at one time holding the record for the most rushing yards. He passed away back in 2010. He was only 62 years old. I'm not sure what happened there, but was sad to hear that yeah, he had passed away a few years back. Oh, cool. Okay, this is the 81-82 Topps Utah Jazz team set. Now, I had this set, but I had this from a long time ago, and some of the cards were in better condition than others, and I found a really good deal on this. So I put in an offer and got this relatively cheap. So this is the Jazz 80-81 Team Leaders card. And I really love this set. This is a nice set. So this right here, this is Adrian Dantley. I mentioned him earlier, but I want to give him a shout out. When he retired, he was the 9th leading scorer of all time. Played his college ball at Notre Dame. He played for the Lakers, the Pistons, the Mavs, the Bucks, but definitely his peak years were with the Jazz. He played with the Jazz from 79 when they first moved to Utah to 1986. So he played just a little bit there with Karl Malone and John Stockton. That would have been a fun team to watch. He had some contract negotiation disputes that kind of turned sour and ended up getting traded. But his number 4 is retired. It's hanging up in the rafters at the stadium. And he had 6 All-Stars in 7 years. He was a 2-time NBA scoring leader with the Jazz in 81 and 84. And impressively, he had 4 straight years with over 30 points per game for 4 seasons straight. So that's pretty amazing there. Great to have that card in a little better shape than before. Now this one right here, this is Darrell Griffith, also known as Golden Griff, also known as Dr. Duncanstein. He was known for some slam dunk contests that he appeared in. In fact, Donovan Mitchell back in 2018 wore Darrell Griffith's jersey during one of his dunks as a nod to Golden Griff, which was really cool. He was the NBA Rookie of the Year this year, this rookie year of his. He averaged over 20 points a game, and he was the second pick of the draft that year. So Joe Barry Carroll was number 1, Kevin McHale was number 3. Griffith was a really, really good player. So along with being NBA Rookie of the Year, he, along with Adrian Dantley and Mark Eaton, helped the Jazz make their first playoff appearance for Utah in 83-84 season. And at one time, he held the record for the most 3 points made in a season, and then he broke it again a year later. So, he was really good. Unfortunately for him, he started having some major injuries. In fact, I think he's quoted one time as saying, Dr. Duncanstein is paying the toll now from foot and knee injuries, which slowed him down. Plus, with the emergence of Carl and John, that made it, so the first half of his career was amazing, and then it kind of slowed down. But his number is retired. His number is hanging up in the rafters as well. Here's Alan Disco Briscoe. He's a 10-year NFL vet, and I think at one time he was the head coach of the Charlotte Hornets. Then we've got a Wayne Cooper. He played for quite a while. I think he played like 13 or 14 seasons, a couple of those with the Jazz. Then we had Carl Nix, who was the backup for Ricky Green, and here's my Ricky Green, and you'll notice this is an example of pay attention to what you're buying. I did not. So you can see that card is much larger than this. I thought this was just a random star 85 card of Ricky Green, and so I purchased it, and then it came in the mail, and I thought, oh man, what am I going to do with that thing? So it's pretty huge. So then we've got right here, this is Ben Paquette. Ben played for the Jazz for a few years. He also played for the Cleveland Cavaliers. Once Mark Eaton really made a name for himself, he went over to Cleveland. Shout out House of Cards. He's notable for this season, the 80-81 season. He led the NBA in personal fouls. So good job, Ben. All right. Then I think what I'll do is I'll show you guys this next one. Is part of my original PC. In fact, when I started getting back into cards again, I didn't even know what PC meant or personal collection. I was like, well, isn't everything your collection? And in a way, that's still the case for me. But I would say that this guy and Bobby Wagner are my two original PCs. So this is a Robert Turbo Turbin rookie. This one is the Elite, numbered 43 out of 49 autograph. So definitely happy to add that to my collection. And then I also picked up this Robert Turbin, and he just signed, I can't remember what the league is called. It's like the fan play calling league. I don't remember the name. Maybe you guys could remind me of it, but he just signed on for that this year. So he played with the Seahawks, and this right here is his Topps Chrome rookie Gem Mint 10. I don't have any PSA cards of Turbin, and so I was really happy to get this. He was an Aggie legend, Utah State legend, amazing player, won a Super Bowl with the Seahawks, appeared in a couple. He went on to play with Cleveland for a very short time, as well as Indianapolis Colts and a little bit with the Cowboys. Then he returned to the Seahawks last year with Marshawn Lynch when all their running backs were out and got to play a little bit. So hopefully he'll do well with his fan call football league. I don't know that I'll ever really be watching, but to be honest, if he's playing, I would check that out. But anyway, just to kind of show you guys, some of you guys may have seen my cards with him, but I love this like 84 throwback from Topps for the rookies. This one is numbered out of 99 from Topps Finest. Sterling Bowman out of 99. And then this throwback is pretty cool. And then I have Head of the Class. I love that chunky patch there. This is a piece of his glove, and I think that one's numbered out of 49. And then I showed these on a mail day a while back, but I purchased a lot of these Topps Finest. They're numbered out of 1,353. I've got a handful of them. They're gorgeous cards, and it was a really good deal for those, so I made sure to pick those up. And then along with that, I've got a few more that I'll just kind of briefly show. There he is in his Aggie Utah State uniform. So yeah, this is my example of, kind of my original PC. I was picking up a lot of his stuff for a while there. Really did a lot in the community here at Utah State. Still does. He'll come back every once in a while. He's a good friend of Russell Wilson's even now. He was even in his wedding, I remember. And I really like this one, the Sea Hulk, which is kind of a nod to his giant muscles. Okay. And then I have one more to do. So a little shout out again, Bpats Cards. Definitely subscribe. He's a great guy, and he does some streams where you can purchase some cards at a really good deal. It's especially nice for helping out for PCs. Oh, right on. Oh, this is cool. So yeah, I purchased a few cards from him the other day, and in his video, he had shown a card of Earl Bennett, and I had commented that I really liked that card, and he threw that in for me. That's awesome. Thank you very much, Brian. I really appreciate that. That is a sweet card. So that's a 164 out of 250 Earl Bennett rookie threads. Love that card. That's awesome. Thank you so much, Brian. I really appreciate that. And then to go along with that, I also have this little pack of cards that I purchased. And like I said, this is a great way to build your sets. If you've got teams that you like to collect, certain brands that you like to collect, he's got a lot of good stuff. And like I said, it's very affordable. He gives really good deals. So check him out. All right, now this is the card that I was hoping for the most when I got there, the Jordan Love. Again, Utah State alum, just like this guy, just like this guy. So definitely excited to get that one. And then a Denzel Mims Emergent, like that card. Jake Luton. Again, sometimes I buy the cards for the look, and this is an example of that. Have no connection to him otherwise, but and again, I'm hoping Jalen Reagor can be a top receiver. We'll see, but I love that card. Christian Wirfs. I kind of commented during the sale that I was a lineman, and I love good linemen. I think this guy's really good, so happy to get that one. And Raekwon Davis. And again, I love these rookie wave cards, so we'll have to see how Joshua Kelly does, but definitely love the card. And a nice rated rookie red KJ Hamler, and a LaVisca Chenault Prism. All right. So the one that I definitely had my eye on, and I'm glad to get the boy on as well, anytime I can get my hands on a Jazz card, especially a pretty one like that. But really thrilled to get that. So thanks again, Brian. I really appreciate that. Go ahead and check him out. He's a good dude, good guy in the community. All right, so that does it for today. I appreciate you guys hanging with me. I'll be back with new videos in the future. I've got a handful of older product that I'm going to open for some throwback videos. But I think my next one will be this Bauman 91. So keep an eye out for that. If you enjoyed the video, I'd appreciate it if you could give it a like, comment if you'd like, subscribe if you would like as well. I know there's a lot of videos out there and a lot of content and a lot of good stuff. So I know we sometimes want to be choosy. If you like these kind of videos, that'd be great if you want to subscribe. All right, I'll talk to you guys next time. Have a good one.